What? Slowly he's rising from bed, rubbing the sleep out of my eyes and trying to adjust from my eyesight to everything. I can't help but already feel something is off. No, not that. Missing. Squinting my alarm clock shows 7:01 a.m. I forgot to set my alarm. Not on festival day. Being brought to life in panic fashion, I quickly hop out of bed and practically jog to my bathroom to take a quick bath. When that's all done and also getting dressed as fast as I can, I rush downstairs to quickly get one bowl of cereal today. Yeah, that's right, one. I'm in too much of a hurry. I don't really want to be in later than I will be. By eating as fast as I am, I'm probably going to get hiccups later on today, but that's an acceptable loss, I guess. Someone starts knocking on the door as soon as I place my bowl in the sink to take care of for later. What? This early? Who could that be? Grabbing my backpack from the couch and opening my front door. It's Yuri? She made the banner. She has a banner we all rolled up. We made all rolled up with her. As we stare at each other for a bit, I'm at a loss for words. Hi, Hope. Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting this. Yuri? I scratched my head at confusion. Good morning? She googles a little bit before speaking up. And to you too. I can't help but smile, but also feel a little bit surprised by how upbeat she's acting. Is she really a morning person or something? What's going on? Well, I was hoping we could walk to school together. Not aware. I think I get what she's getting at. With a smile on my face, I step out of the door and take her hand in mine before she can finish the sentence. I would like that. The sight and feeling of this moment is picture perfect. Her smile becomes more genuine and her hand feels as gentle as I remember. Without another word, we both set off to school. My concern for being late has gone down thanks to her. Oh, this is some cute ass bullshit. It's as nice out as I like it to be. It's partially sunny and all the breeze is very light. It's not too chilly outside. Today's gonna be an interesting day. It'll still be a full day with a lunch period, but every club in the school will get the chance to throughout the day to prepare whatever is needed for the festival afterwards, except for our club, which has set up the event right after the last period. The school grounds look a little bit different today. The courtyard is covered with all sorts of flowers that weren't there before. Red saliva, yellow lilies, green carnations, hibiscus, and purple hydrangea. 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 I know what the flower is. I just can't fucking say it half the time. Make for a pleasant sight and smell. But take away the irrational fear I've felt nearly the whole walk here. Mainly about if one of our club members sees me and Yuri like this. I mean, something to be ashamed of, right? Anyway, welcome back to our castle walls. Maybe I'm just unsure of what the reactions will be. I'm sure Natsuki would have some choice words, but they'll all find out eventually. May as well accept it. As me and Yuri come closer and closer to Suits approaching our school, her hand carried away from mine, and both hours go back to ourselves. It's like she read my mind or something. I look over her and give her a genuine smile, as if to say, "Don't worry, I understand why." Carefully looking around shows none of our club members in sight. I guess we got lucky. Except being inside the school and making our way to my locker. A few students look at me and Yuri walking together for a little bit for whatever reason. Surprisingly enough, it's not bothering me too much. Maybe it's too excited or something. When we're already in my locker, and I'm all ready for the day, Yuri speaks up again. "Hope, remember what I said about lunchtime a few days ago?" It takes some searching back in my memory banks, but I think I got it. Yeah? You said to just leave everything in mind in the classroom, right? Her warm smile never leaves. Yes, you remembered. I'll be here around that time, okay? I happily nod at her. I'll see you then. Departing from each other to go our separate ways, I can't help but think how different today's gonna be. Dun, 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 dun. We've gone through the most of the day. It's 3 p.m. already. Fuck. And I was most definitely right. There was this weird anticipation, excitement, and whatever the word is, for today going on in my head that made focusing on classes borderline possible. Luckily, the teacher pretty chill today and barely any assignments ran out. Once I with the area of success, she kept things really simple with a PB&J and apples for us. Probably because there's food stands for us when we get to enjoy the festival together. As I'm leaving my math class and making my way towards the club room, the excitement about today has become more intense, as it's running through my entire body or something. Approaching and entering the club room sees the actual usual scene, a little bit more different due to what today is. Natsuki's at this near the closet with a huge tray of cupcakes. Ears over by the chalkboard with rolled up banner. Sari's messing around something. I'm not sure what, because Monica is currently obstructing my vision. I hope. Glad to see you can make it. Her silliness makes me smile. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Good. How are you feeling about today? I can feel my smile slowly going away. Not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about how everything's gonna turn out. Hey, don't worry about it, bud. Everything's gonna be fine. Don't forget, we'll be here in case something happens. Didn't Yuri say something like that yesterday? Oh, hey. How did visit Siri's place go yesterday? Monica's expression immediately changes one of unamusement. Oh, dear Lord. I am never going to the girl's house again. What? I thought Sarah was really the cool cat around here. Oops. Maybe she's not loud. Looking around a little bit shows no one noticed, much to my relief. Not when she eats all my snacks that I bought for myself. That girl's stomach's endless, I swear. That's not very nice. And she goes dancing around our house when we're watching the opera and almost broke my printer. Like, for real? Who dances to an opera? That sounds exactly like something Sarah would do. Now think about it, I don't really think I really saw what she was doing. Taking a moment to direct my vision towards her, she's, Hey Monica, what is she doing? Monica looks over, Sarah's doing as well. She's just placing the pamphlets down for our guest 3 today. Neat! I think I'll take a look at one real quick. And 2 steps away from Monica, she managed to grab my arm, stopping in place. Just know that you'll spoil yourselves with everyone's palms for the day you were checking out. Now doesn't mention it. I think I'd rather those be a surprise for me. That's when I give her a nod out of acknowledgement. Alright, thanks for telling me. Her smile makes a return. No problem. Now she's giving me that whatever it is supposed to look. I'm sure a certain someone here could really use your help right now. Oh, I bet she's talking about. No, I'm kidding. Yuri. Checking out the chalkboard once again, I can only guess that Yuri is lost in thought about something. The thought of getting the hopper out and decorating the room is pretty exciting. Right, I'll see you around. While I'm acknowledging what kind of face Monica is giving me, I walk over to Yuri to see what she's up to. She's giving me one of smugness. I can promise you that. Smug little shit. God, she's still my favorite. Anyway, this weird nervousness to talk to her that I felt on my second day of the club is not showing up. Probably the fact that she's my girlfriend now. I guess viewing her in that way and having it be real is a bit surreal. Hey, is everything okay there? She looks at me again and genuinely smiles. Hello, Oswald. I was just picturing how the banner would look across the board. Huh. I'm kind of curious. We get over to the chalkboard and look over the banner. It looks like it'll be just long enough to cover the width of the chalk. Huh? Shall we get started on decorating the room? I want to take your hand and show her how happy I am to get this done, but the others might call us out on it. So all I can do is smile at her. That sounds great. That's everything we should do. Brandishing her ever so lovely smile. Ow, my ass hurts. I'm a bit slouched. She reaches in the bag and pulls out 4 candles. And the same kind. 2 types of tape, a lighter, and some black paper, and sets everything on the closest desk. Did you remember to bring the door curtain? I sure did. I just take all 7 parts of my door curtain out of my backpack shower. Excellent. Please place that on the desk and take one of the rolls of tape. The first thing we need to set up the banner properly. I happily nod. Good idea. Next, we'll have you set up your door curtain while I take care of the candles in the corners of the room. I remember that you said about how the room would look scary without any kind of lighting. So I thought it would be best if this was done before covering the windows with the black paper. She remembered that. This girl's amazing. Now I'm the one who's blushing. I make sure my eyes meet hers now. Thank you, Yuri. It's very sweet of you. She looks away and blushes for a little more time than I can count time. And I giggles to herself. With that, we both grab a chair and bring them down to the chalkboard. Carefully grabbing a hold of one corner of the banner, we bring it up together and mess around while trying to tape it to the chalkboard. The paper texture throws me off a little bit, but it's nothing I can't get used to. The tape still sticks to it. As soon as I make sure my upper half is all secure and not going anywhere, I decided to look beside me since I'm higher up, so I can get a good look at what's going on. Not preparing the cupcakes on one of the desks. Just making sure everything looks right. Monica's surprising everything. I can't help but quietly laugh at myself thinking the club president and me are overlooking everything, as if she's unknowingly sharing her power or something. Oh, I'll finish up. Huh? Yuri breaks my trance and snaps me back into reality of gravity, and also makes me lose my balance. Extending my arms forward to try to regain my balance barely does anything, as I almost feel myself falling backwards. Closing my eyes and feeling embarrassment of everything that hit me, something firm takes a hold of my back and prevents me from falling any further. Embarrassment inside me is replaced by confusion. Then my fight or flight response kicks in as I manage to grab hold of the edge of the chalkboard as I bring myself upright. Taking a deep breath, I looking around shows Yuri by my side. Was it her that did that? Stepping down from the chair, I look at her with a somewhat guilty look. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. That's when by surprise she walks up to me and puts her hand on my shoulder. It's okay. I've got your back. But do try to be more careful next time. Even when she's looking out for me, it makes me smile pretty much every time. Understood. Let me take care of the bottom of my side and I'll be done. Of course. And there we go. I'm not gonna lie, this actually looks... What's my buttons again? I've been sick for 1 week and I already kept my fucking... All my buttons aren't shit, man. It's 3. Fuck's sakes, I'm stupid. After taping the last piece of black paper on the wall, the room has an interesting atmosphere to it. Now, one that's not as imitating as I thought it would be yesterday. I'm gonna close that. I was on Hulu. Yes, I have Hulu instead of Netflix. Fuck that shit. At least on Hulu I get to share my password. Anyway. Afterwards, we taped black paper to all the windows in the room that didn't have curtains. After taking a moment to reflect on everything and take in the atmosphere, I take a look around to see Yuri's on her last piece of paper. Sorry, I'm tired. Anyway, what was he doing again? What was I doing again? Oh shit, that's right. It may not be the best idea to disrupt her while she's working, so I'll just head over. I'll just head over there for now. As soon as walk over and approach where she is. Wait, is she not? Yeah, no, it's yeah. Takes a step back and inspects her work, seemingly satisfied. You're right, Yuri. It doesn't look scary at all. That's such a good idea. I agree. Monica suddenly appears, catch me in your yacht guard. The room does look pretty good, and the banner is impressive as well. Good job, you two. Thank you, Monica. I can't help but blush a little bit over the fact that we said that in unison. Sayori, Natsuki, are we just about done? Sayori shows assignment, while Natsuki shows very content. All done. All desks in a room have each pamphlet laid on them, albeit softly placed. I'm done too, just waiting for the compliments now. You know, I would expect something like that from her. Good. Okay, everyone. We don't have much time left before people start showing up. Hurry up and grab cupcake while we still have time. Wait, Monica, that wasn't part of the cupcakes. Sarah jumps out of joy and rushes over to stick her toy store kid hands in the cupcake tray. Surprisingly enough, her voice wasn't ear-piercing and Natsuki's. Shall we? Fuck you all doing out there. You cunts. You absolute twats. Anyway. Shifting my gaze over to Yuri shows her looking at me inquisitively. I don't think I ever had Nazi cupcakes before. I might give one a shot. Sure, but only one though. I probably didn't need to see the last part, but oh well. The both of us head over to where the cupcakes are. They look like you're standing vanilla cupcakes. The frosting on them are a really cool tie-dye theme design. Well, the same thing. Not to digress, but it reminds me of back when I was a kid. When I was given a choice of what flavor certain stuff I wanted, I would choose what looked the most outrageous, as I thought it'd be something super special about it. Now that I'm a bit older, it's not hard to anticipate more simple stuff like classic vanilla or chocolate or whatnot. Taking a cupcake and tearing off the wrapper, I take a big bite, and it doesn't, oh god no, it makes it stop. My eyelids immediately fold upwards. While the cupcake itself feels and tastes fine, the frosting's texture is absolutely awful. Way too grainy, as if she used normal sugar instead of confectioner's sugar. It feels like every particle is a salt to my tongues. It's like yesterday with pain, everything's uncomfortable, I don't dare chew anymore. I could run over to the nearest guard to spit out, but that would probably make Natsuki upset, and I won't hear the end of it from her. Oh, is everything okay? I got it. I could cover my hands, my mouth ready for speaking. God, I'm next to the door. Rushing out of the club and into the hallway, I try my absolute best to look and act normal in front of the masked students in the hallway while I make my way to the closest restroom. Okay, that's finally done. Thank goodness it's over. It wasn't nearly as bad as it happened yesterday. You know, I was able to take care of this all myself. But still, I didn't expect that to happen today. Okay, so I know the difference between confectioner's sugar, if that's how you fucking pronounce it, I don't fucking know. And regular sugar. I know regular sugar is extremely grainy. I know like that. Well, it's an extremely grainy sugar. But I know. Well, here's the thing. You know what confectional sugar is, and if you don't, it's powdered sugar. It's powdered sugar. And I understand it's more light in like icing and stuff like that. But here's the thing. I don't give a shit about either one. Sugar is sugar, man. I, I just like I like regular sugar and I do confections. I'll be honest. Anyway, I left through some restroom a while ago. Now I'm inside a club, sitting in the one hallway, taking a breather. There's a small piece of someone I need to calm myself down before we all perform for everyone. A few moments outside, I sound a classroom door open, or power sounds of the students. Intensely turning my head towards the sound coming shows Yuri looking over at me with a concerned look. Soon she walks over to me and takes a seat on the ground next to me. Hey, are you feeling alright? Yeah, I'm better now. Sorry about that. If I may ask, what exactly happened? It's just a texture thing. That's all. I'm sure it happens to everyone. Right? Your concern and your concern and inconsistently looks does not go away. Texture. What do you mean? I nod and decide to take her hand in mine and help me feel more at ease and be able to answer her easily. I also don't care if anyone sees right now. It doesn't seem to react much, but I'll comply otherwise. Yeah, I guess it's too much for me to handle. There are certain feels and sounds that set me off, I guess. I hope you understand. It's okay. I think I understand where you're coming from. Ow, my ass. I admit, these cupcakes are different from the ones she bought in the past. Maybe that's why. Wait, they weren't like this in the past? No. She must have done something different this time. Makes sense then. Turning away to look at the ground, a short silence plays out between us and I grip her hand a bit more. People made their way to the club room yet. A few people are right, but not keen to see or taking care of them right now. I see. Are you nervous too? I am. I wish we did not do this. And friend of all those people too. Finally, someone else gets it. Both of us giggle for a bit. Real though. Yeah, am I the only one who secretly hopes we don't get new members? Well, it doesn't really matter too much to me, but what makes you say that? Huh. I don't know. Then look down at her hand in mine, and up to her eyes and smile. I guess I just like things the way they are right now. But I guess I want to be. I would like to feel the club. I wouldn't like to feel the club if more people were joined. I know Monica wants to see the club grow and all. And I'm just weird to think like that or something. No, you're fine. I get where you're coming from. I guess I can't wait for this to all be over. I have to agree. After this will be our first real date. Check out one for. I don't blame you. Speaking of which, should we be starting soon? It seems we snapped her back to reality. You're probably right. I bet Marco's wondering where we are right now. Yeah, probably. We managed to get up at the same time, giving each other a hand, which ironically want enough. That's when our hands return to each other. But that's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Come on, let's face it together. She smiles warmly at me and follows me back to the club room. Back in the classroom shows we managed to get quite the crowd. The atmosphere in the room looks different. Looking different, catching me. I was surprised at first, but it take long for me to get used to. All the chatter of people in the room makes me instinctively drown it out, so that I can focus on pinpointing certain voices I want to. Checking on the entire situation, the claimant shows here happily. Hello, students. I'm here. That's white. A pretty respectable guy in our school. He's African American, has black dreadlocks, is rather. Let's see this. Big boned and taller than most students. But he's a member of the anime club and is also in the top 50 academically in our school. Could this be your sunshine she's talking about? My fucking nose. Is it bleeding? No. Nowski is over by her a tray of cupcakes having a conversation with another one of our students. Gardero. Rudo. He happens to be Indian American and the same height as Sierra. He's also one of my special education classes and is known for constantly disrupting the students with it in a hilarious fashion and getting kicked out of class. My man. How did those two manage to start talking to each other is beyond me. What a Chad. Monica, on the other hand, is chatting with one of the guys from the newspaper club. Todd, more specifically. It's no surprise to be talking to the likes of Monica. He's placed number 2 academically in our school. I bet there's something going on between them. Maybe he's just interviewing or something? After a bit, she seems to quietly glance at me as she notices I'm back, says her goodbye to Todd, and proceeds to walk over to me. Oh, is everything alright? I take a moment, breathe in and out before speaking. Yeah, everything's all better now. Sorry I worried you guys. Good. We're about to start in a few minutes, so you should. Hey, were they really that bad? Oh God, oh no. I don't know how to say. I don't know what to say to her without sounding like a jerk. I don't know how to straight up tell the truth to her. She'll probably get angry anyway. When I see in the back, she'll also be really bad. I feel like I can't win what I do. Geez, you could have told me instead of making a big fuss over nothing. As I'm left, my mouth sealed with my racing. Yuri takes a step towards Natsuki. Natsuki, it's not something as simple as that. You could have told me something was off. It is that simple. I'm surprised no one's looking over at us. The moment I start feeling annoyance, towards her, Monica intervenes, quite literally, and creates more space between them. I can't, I can't tell what she's actually saying as she's being quiet, but I guess she's not happy just by her face and her tone of voice. After a bit, Natsuki, still a somewhat annoyed expression, walks away from us and over to the cupcake array. I'm walking over Yuri. I try to keep my voice down low enough to only wish she can hear me. Hey, thanks for helping me. For thanks for standing up for me just now. She seems to get the hint as she moves my gaze and her expression lights up a bit. It only felt right. Now where was I? Both of us turned in attention to Monica, who seemingly appears out of nowhere. But I don't speak to her after what I saw, so I don't say anything that'll make her act like that again. I haven't asked you. I haven't asked you yet, Hope. But I think you would performing last out of all of us. Doesn't actually sound so bad. I nod her, to which she averts a gaze to Yuri. And Yuri, you're fine going before him? She also nodded confirmation. Good. So go ahead and take a seat in the front row. Take a seat in the front row of the seats. I'll get everything all settled and we can get started. Yes, Monica. Doing Monica says, me and Yuri take a seat in front. Only see Yuri, who's start talking when we sit down. I hope. Are you excited for this? I try to respond to the same level of enthusiasm, but you can tell it sounds forced. Yeah, I suppose. I'll be excited when it's all over. Oh, cheer up, Bill. Everything will be just fine. For your sake, I hope so. Stretching. I'm old. I'm 24, but I'm old. Looking over to Yuri for a split second shows a face of what I can only guess is apprehensionism. I know that apprehensiveness, but apprehensionism sounds funnier. I wonder if she's also as grateful as she's one of the last to go, so she can get a feel of how everything can go. I don't know, maybe just me. She wasn't this club last year and everything. Her nervousness inside of me builds more and more as Monica walks up to the podium and she clears her throat. Okay, everyone. Her voice is loud yet controlled. It's enough to grab the attention of everyone in the room. To which they sub quiet down until the volume of the room is reduced to a faint murmur of voices. Hello and welcome to the second annual Literature Club solo event. It means so much to us that you can take time to check out what we have in store for you all today. The pamphlets in front of you should give you an idea what's going to go down. Hey lady, what we going on here? You know what I'm saying? Yep, pretty good one. I don't know how he has the nerve to speak like that. While some people in the crowd behind the snicker a bit, Monica seems to be unfazed by such outbursts and proceeds to charmingly point at him. I'm glad you asked. I'm Monica, by the way. I'm the club president. And the rest of the club will have their own poetry performance. We'll go one by one at a time. And I'll take the honors getting this started with a little something I wrote called Library. I need to go back to my local library and learn how to read. Because I am fucking stupid. Monica starts reading a poem in front of everyone. Her voice is confident as clear as it's always been. She can only assume draws attention. She seems to be pretty good at adding emotion at the right times, which makes this all the more impressive. Library. A library of one's entire existence. Each page containing something new. Each stroke of the pen inevitable. Irreversible. That's what I meant. Each book ran in a unique style. Some are funny, some are pleasant, but most aren't. Certain books are kept hidden off the shelves, hidden from view. A library of one's entire existence. Each page containing something old. Each stroke of the pen inevitable. Irreversible. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I can't fucking read. I've been over this. I am a dookie tuber that can't fucking read. Each book is too painful to read. Some hurt physically, some emotionally, but some don't. A single librarian maintains the books, desperately hoping the next book will be a pleasant one. Everyone in the room applauds except for me. Well, Monica's pretty good. I don't know how I can bring myself to clap. Maybe it's some weird innate fear that people have their eyes on me while doing something. Either way, I just smile and keep myself. A little bit, the clapping dies down. Thank you, everyone. Up next, we have the very person who made the cupcakes who enjoyed our very own Natsuki. Enjoyed. Monica walks over one side, Natsuki gets up from her spot and walks to the podium. I'm kind of surprised that Monica didn't get a step stool for her standing because how short she is. Fucking hell. She adjusts the mic in front of her to match her height. I'm Natsuki, and you're right. I made the cupcakes and I hope you all like them. They sucked! Other than that, I got a poem to read, so listen up. She begins to read a poem to us. Her voice remains the same. And to become more and more normal sounding, I guess, as she progresses. I've read the kind of stuff she's read before, and this has a sense of realism that present in her other two older poems. Monster. There was a monster in my bed. A mess of thoughts that is in my head. I just want to feel safe. That's why I stick to only me. There's a monster behind my back. I'll never know when it will attack. I just want to be proud. That's why I stick to only me. There's a monster inside us all, just waiting for us to fall. I just want to feel happy. That's why I stick to only me. There's a monster underneath my feet, a feeling that's not so sweet. I just want it to be swept away, but I can't stick to only me. I run to somewhere that's safe, somewhere that I can be proud. A place where it makes me happy, and a place that sweeps me away. This place is where I watch as the monster melts. I just had to trust and stick with someone else. Everyone else claps again, and Natsuki shines a bright smile towards the room. Everyone returns to seat. Now tell her you like cupcakes or she will shank you in the local Denny's. Don't ask how I know. Bitch. Monica returns to the podium. Next up is our very own Vice President Sayori. Take it away. Sayori practically jumps out of their seat and starts skipping over the podium. I'm messing with the fucking handles of my chair. I don't know why. I just like to. Anyway, how on earth can she act like this today? Hi everyone, I'm Sayori, and I'm so happy you could all show up today. I wrote something for a very special... Well, that was unexpected. The room somehow managed to get more quiet. Looks like both Monica and Natsuki are facepalm at the same time. Dang. I feel bad for Sayori. She looks pretty embarrassed. It would be nice if you stopped laughing now. That's when I hear Dwight speak up from the crowd. Yo, my guy, chill. Jesus. After a bit, he managed to calm down. Sorry about that. My bad. Takes a moment. I really gotta stop playing with those fingers. A awkwardness escaped the room, and that's when Sayori clears his throat and attempts speaking again. Anyway. I can't even fucking burp on command right now. Fuck. Never mind, got it. The poem I wrote is about certain someone out there. Here goes. Embarrassed when her voice is still present as she begins reading, but her tone of voice becomes more and more natural as she continues. The poem is too sweet. It's like her voice is made for something of this caliber. Shut up. She even does little hand and arm motions as she's reading, as if she's actually performing or something. The same wings. Come, let us speak the words of our heart. One heart connected, aiming for one goal. Wherever you end, that's where I will start. With your hand in mine, we are the ultimate whole. I'm sorry for your suffering and your I'm sorry for your suffering and your pain. It's all in the past. A breeze comes and gone. I know I read that somewhere wrong. Shut up. But I still want to erase all your disdain. Do not worry. All I want is a bright new dawn. Through the havoc, I still hear whispers. I am speaking softly so I can be the calm. Your words soothe me, bringing only the answers, guiding the lines of your hands to its palm. There you go. I am your shadow, and gladly your other half. My thoughts are yours, as I offer you relief. Without doubt, together we can carry the staff, a symbol of our new world built in our belief. I pour out my soul to you who would listen. I, intercepting all, will carry your thought as the wind. And together, all our feelings in the sun will glisten. Together, taking off into the sky, we will ascend. Someday we'll soar the sky of the world, our voice sings, and on that day, together we'll flap the same wings. That's a nice poem. That was incredible. That was so good, I'll clap along with her. She deserves it. That was so waste. So I'm okay. Shitty meme jokes aside, that was actually a really good poem. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, how the fuck? One thing, I'm sensing a pattern. They're all starting off with their names and when they're performing. I know Yuri says she's quite nervous about this. Maybe you can say something to help remark and answer. Besides, I think she knows she's up next for everything. I look over Yuri and she means she's done clapping. I smile to grab her hand in mine and grab her attention and give her a quick but firm squeeze. That seemed to do the trick. You'll do fine, I'm sure of it. I slowly retract my hand from hers. All she does is give me a gentle smile. The sound of Monica saying Yuri caught us both our attention, as if we drowned her out or something. That's when Yuri leaves her seat and apprehensively approaches the podium. Hello, I'm Yuri, and I'd like to share my writing with everyone. Before she starts writing, she does what I think is a quick look around the room. As her eyes land on me, I make sure to give her a smile to offer some reassurance to her. She then looks back at her paper and begins reading. Her apprehensive seems to disappear for a little while. Her voice and her words sound as lovely as it always does, and I can't help but put a dumb smile as I'm listening. It feels like I helped her put effort in somehow. A ghost companion. Well, I have water. I do have some water here. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure skips under the streetlights, avoiding the eerie darkness that surrounds us. My heart is cautious. Is he one of the same? The being in a vibrant orange glow, electricity in his veins, yet there's a different aura that reigns within him. I cannot feel some connection between us. A Tendian's wind blows, which causes him to fall. He stops under my streetlight. The light flickers. An air of melancholy surrounds both him and I. He says I'm sad, somehow without any words. Sympathy now festers and grows in my soul. My heart pounds as I offer a helping hand. His hand in mine is an extreme sensation. He approaches and embraces the starscapes in his eyes. Never in life would I imagine the possibility of ghosts feeling warmth, surreal, vivid. That word. That would describe our promise to help each other. When disaster strikes and all seems gloomy, don't cry, I'll be there. And our hearts will never be apart. If you're with me, then everything's alright. God, man, I thought Sarah was good. That was amazing. If I didn't clap for that, I wouldn't live myself. I can't help Emily smile as she makes her way back to her seat. Monica. Sorry, my nose is stuffed. My fucking legs hurt. Monica steps on stage once again. And now, not for last but not least, we have our newest member, Hope. Well, let's get this over with. Breathing in, now, while approaching the podium, my heart begins to pound more intensely over the moment I'm in silence of the room. I'm frozen in place for a little longer, and I'd like to be by looking and looking at everyone's expectant faces. It's okay. Let's get this done for the club's sake to make Yuri happy. Hi, everyone. I'm Hope, and I too wrote about someone who, as of now and as in yesterday, recently has become important to me. I take a moment to breathe in and out again and start reading for everyone. It starts a little rough, but as another process in my mind is taking full note of how fast my heart is beating, which makes it difficult to focus. But after a while, things start to become a little more natural, as I have certain someone to impress. Okay. Nice. Nice. I like the title of this poem. Totally not for any other reason. Totally. Anyway, I'm a collection of characteristics, both physical and mental, that makes me completely unique. And I realize that not everyone crossing my path will be interested in what I have to offer. But my strengths come from the belief that someone, somewhere, can and will appreciate me for what I am. Within the walls of my mind, stay away repeats itself among other means of survival. Choose your friends wisely. Wise words from those far away. I think I've done that. There's a special someone out there that I'm glad to call my friend. They're kind, they're smart, they have a heart of pure gold. I winked her thunderful. But I can't they, a weary veil. I didn't know her, but I smiled. But she smiled, shit. And from her smile, a warmth seeped deep inside me. I knew no words that I could say, yet I think I understood. And on that October night, she gave me more than most ever could. When life gets tough, both by people and the mind, when a thing makes sense, and I'm by myself, you're there with an embrace, a place to retreat. It's like you found new walls to reside in. Your gentleness is quite magical. I don't ever want to let it go. Any troubles you have, I'll be there time and throughout. A shoulder to lean on, a guardian standing strong. I know I don't deserve a treasure like you. Please, let me be the one you'll seek out first. Two different people, side by side, will venture on. Even if the journey gets a little bumpy, we'll be safe in our castle walls. Until I'm reading, I'm looking at everyone and give a small smile. Thank you. The whole classroom claps one last time, and I could have sworn I heard a few ahs in there somewhere. There's a response alone makes me impulsively turn my head away from everyone and makes my way back to where I was sitting earlier. Monica approaches the podium one last time. Well, what a way to finish. I want to say thank you to everyone who made this possible, and thank you to everyone who's for stopping by today. I hope you consider joining this club and may the rest of the festival commence. Well, everything actually turned out pretty okay. People actually starting to get up and leave by the time Monica was almost done speaking. Now, like people in the room brings back some sense of normalcy. Thoughts of being full in my mind. I stared blankly on the walls. Monica kept going. No surprise there. Some pamphlets were scattered on the floor, but somehow the decorations remained untouched. Who's gonna take care of everything? Wouldn't that be my and Yuri's responsibility? But me and her are supposed to hang out about this. I know the bug about this. I bring myself back to reality. I walk over to Monica and see that Yuri's already talking to her. I'm more curious. Once I approach them, I keep my mouth shut and listen to what they'll say, hoping they'll notice my presence without me having to say it. That hard and long as he seems to notice right away and looks away while lightly brushing. Hmm? Oh, Hope. We were just talking about you. You were. And this, children, is how you get murdered. Well, sort of. You don't have to worry about any. You don't have to worry about about taking care of the decorations. We'll keep the banner in your closet for it to stay. How's that sound? Did Did she read my mind? What in the fuck? What in the fuck? What in the? I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Nah, you're probably beat me to it, something. Too bad we can't keep the banner hung up for the rest of the year. This classroom does get used or anything. Either way, very cool. I like that. Good. Leaning down to give me one of those, give me that one look of hers, replaced the relief inside me with curiosity. Both of you can enjoy the rest of the festival now. Both of you deserve it. Don't Siri and Oski deserve it too? Never mind. Studying your expression shows to see my parents' face from earlier. So she'd be happier once it's all over. I wonder what she was thinking of. Shall we? Yes, please. With my smile becoming a bit bigger, I approach her side as we walk out of the clubroom together. And Nazi is bitching in the background. She's screaming, why the fuck are you letting me out? Why did they get to leave? Stepping outside the clubroom as students pass by us, both me and Harry stop just outside the door, the expression remaining the same. I can't help but breathe the sigh of relief how the performing is over. We did it, Yuri. We did the thing with the words and the people. I fucking hated it. She seems lighting up a bit. I don't think I've ever agreed with a colloquium this much in my life. I'd say everyone did pretty well today. Me too. An unexpected silence that makes me feel unsure about everything fills the air, till Yuri breaks that silence. Oh, please listen to me real quick. I don't like this sound of this for whatever reason. Something wrong? No, nothing's wrong. Just would it be too much to ask if we were to visit the library first? The library? Special event going in there? I remember the fortune teller being there last year. I mean, I'm expecting this, but I'm not opposed to it. Something going on there? Well, no, but I do just want to. I don't feel up to being around a lot of people right now. I prefer being to read your book somewhere until I feel ready enough. I hope you understand. She didn't judge me at all over the whole cupcake debacle, so it'd be very mean of me if I say, no, let's go outside right now. With a smile on my face, I step closer to her and grab her hand until our fingers mesh. I do. It's our first day after all, so that includes stuff you want to do. Besides, we're in a good spot by my book anyways. Your smile brightens my mood. Thank you. I'll lead the way. While I'm happily following her to the library, I can't help but realize that I don't quite remember where it is. It'd be kind of embarrassing if I were to say that, Yuri, so maybe I'll keep my mouth shut. Okay, finally the library. It's much more quiet in here than compared to our halls, and the lack of students here makes things a little bit much better. It's been way too long since I was last here. With today's being the festival, no, I'm surprised this place is still open. Taking into account there's no events going on here. Any principals overlooking at everything that happened in here today? Doesn't matter to me anyway. With our hands together, Yuri guides me over one of the vacant tables. After we take a seat, she pulls my book out from bag and resume our reading position. So this is how day starts, huh? Not complaining. I'm telling you, I'm skipping it. I'm skipping this. You can't force me. There. Oh. My throat's closed. Not gonna lie, this is a great idea. Me and her made a considerable progress, and we're actually pretty close to the end of the story. Granted, the whole battle sequence with chaos, my story was exciting and all. I had to remind myself not to get worked up during. Yuri's hand breaks away from mine, so she can reach over to close the book. I think we should call it from. I think we should call it here for now. I know her. She push my book away from the bag. Yeah, definitely. I forgot how exciting that part was. Now that I realize I was to keep my voice down in the library, Yuri didn't seem to care. I'll admit, it's quite fun to read. Although I don't quite understand how they're able to find barrels of TNT on the island. Nonetheless, I'll add that to my list of best action sequences that I've read. This girl is way too cute. I love it. Nice. By the way, how are you feeling? She seems to be overthinking again. So much better. How about... What? Sound of my stomach interrupts her. Not cool. Not cool in there, you motherfucker. I look over to the ground, slightly embarrassed. I think that answers it for you. Yuri giggles to herself. Then it's held. Shall we get going? I happily approach her, take her hand in mine, and look at her. Let's do this. Excitement slowly builds in me as we step outside the library. Back in the hallway there, and as many students as there was before. May have all gone back to check out the events outside or something. That's exactly where me and Yuri are headed. Walking down the school halls with Yuri like this is a rather different feel to it. Has a rather different feel to it. But it's not unwelcome by any means. As I went past the door in their clubroom, my eyes managed to pick up the sound of the door opening behind us, which I instinctively turned my head towards the sound. Sure enough, Yuri's shown walking out the door. Look at her face as she's both of us sends me to side panic. Oh god, no, she knows now. But all the things she could do, she gives me this bright, friendly smile, as if to say, way to go. You got a hoe. With that running in my mind, I generally smiled back at her, and looked back at Yuri, who I'm guessing didn't notice Yuri at all. We're almost at the school entrance, just the flying scares to go around outside. The excitement in me is steady. Nothing about it. I don't know. There you are, just the person I'm looking for. Me and Yuri stop our taxi, the voice I don't hear often around here. Our hands return to ourselves. Both of us turn around to see the principal. He's much taller than us, in his mid-40s, a receding hairline, and a scar on him at all times. What could he possibly want? As he approaches, all the excitement in my body starts fading away, but I'm somehow not able to let it ruin my mood. Hi there. His somewhat serious expression never changes. Yes, hello. I'd like to have a word with you for a moment. A comfortable silence plays out as he directs his vision towards Yuri and squints his eyes. In private. His tone of voice makes her immediately look away from him. Making me feel a bit uncomfortable too, which is a little uncalled for. But what could be important to resort to this? If we're complying for once, I shift my head side to Yuri. I'll be right back. She doesn't react at all. She just stays in place. Let's get this over with. Walking up and approaching the principal, he turns away from Yuri and walks inside the principal's office. This whole day, the whole time, what was about whatever. Yuri will be alright, and what she'll possibly want to talk about. It doesn't take too long for us to get there. Once we're inside, we both take a seat and can't help but get distracted by all the papers and whatever on the wall. My eyes land on top 50 students that get updated every month. Not surprised that Monty could be on top of the list. Oh yeah, where's Yuri stand? Let me see. 3, 4. My attention snaps directly to him as I anticipate what he wants to talk about. So first off, how's the school year been treating you? I think before I speak it out. Name'sly out of nervousness. Well, everything's going okay so far. Besides not some people not being nice to me, and I don't know how to react to towards a girlfriend. Best friend, I don't have any other complaints. Well there, my boy. Don't feel like you have something to hide from me. I've seen how you were with that girl earlier. His tone is still rather powerful, but surprisingly calm enough to where I don't get too upset. I'm guessing he knows about me and Yuri. Besides that, though, you were talking about my son Wallace, is that right? Oh yeah, I completely forgot he was dead. For some reason, I still haven't even make eye contact with him. Yes, him. Well, I want you to know I've had a word with him a few days ago about his recent behavior. Good, it's about time. His voice seems to line up a bit. I want you to tell me if he ever does anything to you again. Can you do that? Him. I mean, it's nice he's looking out for me, but in the mention your ear as well. And what was his tone of voice, or what was with his tone of voice there today? Yeah, I'll worry about that later. I look up to him as he sights his cigar and nod at him, not as enthusiastically as I normally would. Understood. I mean, yes. He laughs at himself and blows a puff of smoke while I look away from embarrassment. You're fine, my boy. Now, is there anything else bothering you recently? So my mood's gone upward a bit. Thanks for being a little more relaxed. Also, a small room doesn't agitate me, so that helps too. I may as well look straight at him. No, not that I can think of. Class are good, okay? I made a few new friends, so I'd say they're pretty good. Sticks a cigar in a near-light ashtray, and a small smile makes its appearance. Good. I believe your time here is done. You may leave now. Small wave of relief washed over me as I get up to my seat and slightly bow to him. Okay, thank you. As I turn my head, he speaks in his authoritative tone. Oh, and one more thing. When he stops in my tracks, I turn around to face him curiously. My arms seem to go back behind my back. Yes? He smiled from earlier, makes a return, and he picks up his briefcase. I didn't know he had them. Don't forget there'll still be a fireworks show tonight. Oh yeah! Same missed out last year. I know what I'm doing tonight. It's show me. On the walk back where me and Yuri were, my mind ran with the time and what's going on later when we're outside. Also, the last time I stayed in school this long, getting closer and closer to where we were, my excitement slowly replaced with worries. I don't see Yuri anywhere. She's just not there. I'm stuck in place in the flight of stairs wondering where she could be. What do I do? Do I just stay here and wait for her? Should I try looking outside for her? Is she in the classroom? Well, why is she... Oh! Huh? Yuri? Quickly turn around, shows her walking towards me, to which I breathe a sigh of relief. Sorry I saw you now. I was in a restroom. Now, at least she's safe. That's okay. Waiting outside now? A lovable smile makes an appearance. Let's get going. Yo. Moment me and Yuri step out of the school building into the fresh air is when we're greeted by the rays of light and that shine from the setting sun. It's a very welcoming feeling to it, and the breeze just as calm as it was earlier today. Absolutely perfect. Number of students outside aren't as many as I thought it'd be. I guess I'll spend time in the library does. There's still some stand-ups I don't mind checking out. The fresh air makes me feel more alive inside. The two of us inspect everything that's happening outside. So, Yuri, is there anything in particular you'd like to check out? She takes a moment to think, like she normally does, before speaking up. Well, no. Not really. I guess spending time with each other sounds nice. She looks away, a bit embarrassed. Isn't that how dates go? She's so silly. I like it. Sure. Wanna walk around a bit then? Yes, let's. Before we begin walking, two students particularly catch my eye, or by one of his hands, which makes me concerned. Wait, hang on. Still see over there? I pointed those two so she could see. That's Jason and Kyle, two of Walt's dumb idiot friends. Let's try to avoid them as much as possible. Oh, okay then. With that, we both depart from the school entrance to wander around the school courtyard with no real destination in mind. It's been a few minutes and I've disregarded the stands up already. Especially the takoyaki one. Never like to smell that stuff. She doesn't seem to be interested in what's going on earlier, as she hasn't said a word since we left. Doesn't last so long as we come across a stand that been run by another member of the anime club. It's one of those knock down all the bottles type game run by a taller guy named Fly. I know him. He seems to want to put the word kunai at the end of his name for whatever reason. I'm starting to get invested in it more and more as we approach it. To the point I stopped walking altogether once we're there to see what it's about. Looks like they have a variety of stuffed animals and surprises. Who bought all those? After idling around for a bit, I managed to get her attention. What is up, guys? How's it going? Not gonna lie, you caught me off guard a little bit. Hey, Fly, what's going on? No, not much. The festival's over soon, so I got time for one more round if you'd like to before I pack up shop. May as well. I haven't done this in a while. Looking over to Yuri to see what she thinks shows rather blank expression to her. While she's observing everything, she's slyly trying to cheat the system and try to know which ones to hit, as to win. I bet she's looking to stuffed animal surprises. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. $5. Jesus Christ, isn't that a bit much? When will I ever do this again? Pulling out the money and handing them, he gives me 2 tennis balls, to which I give one to Yuri. This seems to snap her out of whatever chance she's in, and she takes one for me. Oh, okay. About 7 for me are 15 aluminum cans, shaped in an upward triangle. How funny would it be if they had used glass instead of aluminum? I imagine having to clean up after that and then finding more bottles to replace the broken ones. That'd be a nightmare. Have you not gone to a county fair? They fucking do that shit. That wouldn't be too bad though. Just aim towards the bottle, that'll knock most of them out, right? Just for mine, figuring out the best off. I give it all I got and I am a Chad. Not bad. Only 2 left on the left side. Stepping to the side to see Yuri can take a turn. She seems to take a step aside to him. Except she shows a little more determination in her face. She must really want to prize that bad. She throws and manages to get the lassie down. Her face shows unadulterated surprise, which then turns to her big smile. Yo, man, I'll never get tired of hearing that. I don't know where this accent came from. Probably because you've only heard like 3 or 4 times today, I bet. Alright, well, it's good. In a somewhat anime fashion, she points at one of the stuffed animals. Rambi, please. Ah, my god. All 3 of us say slightly as she stares blankly at her. I, in her hand, tempted to facepalm. What? Fly. She meant the rhino tongue. She named it already. Don't ask her. She's a quirky girl. I'm just gonna say she named it, so he doesn't start questioning shit. As we handed our beloved kit a prize, Yuri grabs hold of her new rhino friend and holds her close to her chest. Makes me smile a bit. Reminds me a bit of yesterday. We did, I hope. I guess we did. Ellie has a new friend now. Yuri looks away from her with a level blush and smile. I suppose so. I'm getting kind of hungry though. Wanna get something to eat? She looks to calm down a bit. Sure, I don't mind. She approached me and smiles her arm around me, which makes me blush a bit now. Now feeling warm and happy despite the breeze outside. One near my stance has students on the cooking and baking club trying their hands at making sushi. After eyeing them down in green theory, I get the salmon nigiri, and Yuri gets some kind of shrimp with cream cheese inside. After paying for everything, we find a seat in a nearby bench and enjoy ourselves. Yuri is kind enough to bring her chopsticks from her bag for both of us. She even fed the rhino, which is a bit weird, considering it's a stuffed animal. And if it was a real rhino, it probably wouldn't like sushi. I don't really like the sticky feeling of rice on my fingers. I guess this is pretty good. After enjoying ourselves a bit, I can't help but notice that Yuri has some extra stuff along with his sushi. Something green and pink. I know what wasabi is, and I don't like it one bit. But I don't know what the pink stuff is. I asked her about it. Hey Yuri, what's this supposed to be? She looks up, picks up some weird pink plant-looking thing from a tray and from her chopsticks. It's ginger. I never had it before. I fucking hate ginger. Okay, here's the thing. I actually hate ginger. I hate it. I fucking hate ginger. Ginger is one of the worst. I pissed off all of Asia by saying that. But I fucking hate ginger. It sucks. What kind of meth are you on that you like ginger? Anyway. Nope. Can't say that. Can I try it? Sure. It's amazing how we're able to hand each other stuff using just chopsticks. It's nice. Once I grab hold of it, I begin placing it in my mouth. Wait, Hope, I forgot to mention. After biting on it, the texture feels nice and crisp, but that's when the burning sensation feels in my mouth travels my nose. I can't move at all due to intensity, but it's not enough to make me tear up. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, just wait a bit, it'll go away. Once it dies down a bit, I close my eyes and force myself to swallow in subsequently take a deep breath. Oh, that is intense. I'm sorry, Hope. I forgot to mention you shouldn't eat it by itself. I kind of figured that. Here. I raise an eyebrow under curiosity. When she grabs a constantly small piece and brings it over to my way, I can't have reluctant to try it again. Sometimes I should probably take her word for it. Granted, hold my chopsticks, I place it on my sushi and try it again. Much to my surprise, it's significantly better. The vastly different textures of ginger and salmon always go well together, and the citrus-like taste of ginger makes everything heavenly. I can't help but close my eyes and dreamily smile this time. I can hear Yuri giggling herself, but I couldn't care less. Well, look how cute. Sharing food with each other. That's how you get germs, you know. Wait, what? Natsuki, don't say that. Sharing is caring. Based. So poggers. So poggers. So based. You're so based. Being broken out of my trance was Sayori, Natsuki, and Gerudo in front of us. Both girls are holding giant bags of cotton candy. Maybe it's a surprise that Sayori is half gone already. What's going on, guys? We're just done. We're all done walking around. So we're gonna find a good spot to walk the fireworks tonight. A world realization hits me. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that was the thing. I immediately look over to Yuri, who just finished lunch sushi. Wanna watch it tonight? Her expression on her face to look at fireworks are a foreign concept to her. After what I'm guessing is a light bulb going to her head, she returns back to normal. I'd love to. What time do they start? When it's dark out. I'm guessing in 30 minutes or so. I set the seconds per second. Excellent. Oh, my ass. I gotta stop slouching on this chair. It's a gaming chair, so that's not healthy. Stuffing your empty sushi tray in her bag, she gets up from her spot on the bench, which caused me to out of instinct. Let's go, Hope. I know a perfect spot for this. Natsuki and Sari looked as dumbfounded as I do. What could she possibly have in mind? Okay. It'll take long for her to approach me. After approaching me and walking away for Yuri to open her mouth. Hey! Shouldn't you stay for that? Yuri stops her tracks and turns around to face her. And shouldn't you be filling the rest of your divorce papers? Fuck me. I would say a silent mouth. Katie. I didn't expect that to come out of her mouth. Damn, girl, she got you real good. Natsuki angrily takes her hand and grabs both the... Natsuki fucks. Sip it. Oh. She's like... I thought... Let's just leave these two alone. That should drive some way to where the three of them are heading to. And Sari wakes up to us. She just walks away with them. Whatever just happened now? How's it going, Hope? Yuri quickly walks away as all I can do is catch up to her. It's been a few minutes, but the walk is to where we're going has been silent. When we're going, I know we're heading towards her house. Maybe she wants to watch her in backyard or something. She finally speaks up. I'm sorry, Hope. Just hearing the sadness in her voice makes me grab her hand. Hopefully to send a message I'm not upset with her. Luckily for me, she doesn't resist. What's the matter? Alone? Why is she saying that to me? Just... Maybe I shouldn't have said that to Natsuki. Oh, yeah. You know, my support, she still looks down on the ground when we just walk. It just... Everything was going so well. For once, I was able to join the festival. I felt like she was trying to ruin this for me. Even when she really wasn't. Hey, we all see things we don't mean sometimes. Try not to get worried about it. But I made everyone feel bad. I should have kept my mouth shut. I tightened my grip on her to attempt to comfort. Look, I'm not gonna judge you over things something like that. She really shouldn't try to get people's business like that. It helps. She kind of annoyed me too. She didn't respond. I'm pretty sure she's lost in thought right now. I hope it doesn't come back to haunt me. I'm certain it won't. I mean, look what happened yesterday after my second in the club. What happened with you and her wasn't brought up at all the next day. I'm sure it'll be okay. I see that, and I remember I did end up talking with Natsuki about it the next day. And what Yuri doesn't know won't hurt her. In this case, at least. I suppose you're right. Thank you for not judging me over this. It's no problem. Besides, I know that feeling that saying stuff will make you feel out of place, and you just hate to have happen every day, so you're not alone. I can feel our tenseness easing up slowly. Mainly mine. At least someone else understands. We walk a few more minutes before in a much more comfortable side between us. It's almost completely dark out, and the sound of the ground of the school grounds are almost non-existent. As the minutes pass, we end up walking past her house. Once I realize what's going on to checking my surroundings, her face shows a rather relaxed look, as she has everything all planned out or something. With my curiosity increasing, I tug at her hand slightly to get her attention. Oh, by the way, I never asked. Where exactly are we heading? Oh, you'll see. You mean we're not watching from your house? No, I have somewhere something better in mind. Oh, I get where she means. What surprise I see. I like it. I can't, I can't, I can't stop excitement from slowly building up in me by trying to figure out where we're heading. 10 minutes later. Me, I shouldn't be surprised you're joining me to the park. The atmosphere almost has a nice feeling in it, too, probably due to the feelings and memories of past events here. It's nice and calm tonight, just like every time I've been here. I see what's going on now. I like this. Her little smile makes her turn. We're not quite there yet. We're not? Shakes her head too. Makes me more curious. What? Wait, you don't mean. Oh my god, yes. You dumb fuck. Happily following alongside her, we approach the tree line inside the park and enter. By the time we have reached our spot on the lake, the darkness and moon has covered the night sky. Our fallen down tree hasn't been touched since the last time I was here. The sound of water makes me feel at home. The both of us, still hand in hand, carefully take our usual spots and take in the atmosphere of everything while I take a sigh of relaxation. The air feels nice and crispy, and the breeze can be felt rustling through our hair. I'm kind of surprised I didn't think of this before. Now I think I know why you didn't want anyone to ruin this for you. She looks bashful now for whatever reason. Well, I thought you'd appreciate this. This girl knows how to make you smile. It feels right to smile at my eyes meet her. I really do. It feels really nice to be back out here again. As my eyes break away from hers. My hand, fuck. Hell. I look away from her and bring both my arms in the sky. In a somewhat silly fashion, let my air passages open up and take a deep breath. Water, nature, moonlight, atmosphere. Oh, how I love thee with a passion unfruited by civilizations of thousands of years. I can hear her giggling out loud as I bring my arms down. I couldn't have said it better myself. Lights! We're sharing a small joyous moment to ourselves. An unexpected yet rather loud explosion can be heard in the background. Time that catches us off guard, especially me, as I almost come my ears out instinct. As we look away from each other and see a bunch of yellow sparks in the light sky. Oh, must have been dead. Wait, they started. It's time. I say that with a somewhat confident tone, but Yuri remains quiet. A few more play out, not only in the sky, but the water is filled with colors, which is quite enjoyable if you ask me. It's a miracle we can even see them from where we are. It's a real echo and fizzle sound to them once the colors of one disappears adds to what's going on. Fireworks are one of those things that were super entertaining when I was little, but as I grew older, the appeal for them became less and less. I hope that's normal. Looking over to Yuri on the other hand, shows that she's pretty enamored by them, with her mouth ajar, just like earlier today when I asked her if she wanted to see them. I didn't even catch a glimpse of the colors shining in her eyes. It's quite something I expect from someone her age. I probably shouldn't judge. So pretty. Her voice is gentle, also genuine, as if she never experienced them before. In all reality, she's not wrong. Becoming nervous of what I thought, I'm sure not to look away from her, just like a certain someone I know. She may be smiling warmly as a flash of green fills the sky, but I can't tell if it's because of me or the fireworks. Still feeling nervous about everything that's going on. Maybe I should speak up a little more and mention something about them. Do you know that fireworks used to scare me? Turning around to face me, she looks curious. Oh, how come? Well, mainly when I was really little. When my mom and dad told me, they were too loud for me and made me very upset. He said the same thing with fire trucks that often drive by and the fire drill alarms at school. I guess I was doing hand stuff like that better and better as I grew older. I see. That was really never an issue for me growing up. Your expression turns to one that conveys disappointment. However, this is my first time ever enjoying them in person. Wait, for real? How come? Ow, my ass! She looks down on the ground. What I'm guessing is guilt or embarrassment or something. Well, you may think it's very strange as well, but I don't know why my parents never took me to see them as a kid. It made me quite sad, as when they appeared in any books I've read, it brought upon feelings of inequality, I was never able to imagine it properly. But what about on TV or in movies? She takes a moment to breathe in and out. That alone never did it justice. The sound you hear on TV is almost like an echo, as Monica once put it. It's nothing like right now. Lifting her head up in the sky, as something supposed to happen in the background, I did the same and turned away to get an idea of what she's talking about. The distinct sounds of the fireworks give off, hearing it in person, I rarely stop and consider how artificial everything from TV sounds. A flash of orange shows up in the sky. A blinding sparkle gets caught in my peripheral vision. Instinctively turning my head to Yuri, a flash of yellow shining brightly from a purple clip here. A sudden flash of white in the night sky reveals seemingly no imperfections on her face. That's rather unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear. The tone of voice becomes a little more serious. Hope, don't be sorry. Not for 1 second. In some animated fashion, I raise an eyebrow at her as a flash of blue covers the land. Huh? In all the years of high school I've been, I never once decided to stay for a festival, with last year being an exception. What is the point if I didn't have any friends to share with? The experiences would have felt all for naught had I been all by myself. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Why shouldn't I feel bad? As she, as she slowly directs her vision towards me instead of fireworks, a smile shows upon her face. Because you made today special for me, even though I was being difficult or needy. I think I just about drowned out the color, but the sound, the everything of what's going on around us. I just carefully scoot. Sorry, I got to start. Closer to her until our arms and shoulders are touching, which I don't think she was expecting, but she doesn't resist nonetheless and blush looking at her. Thank you for making today special. She smiles warmly at me, but I can't tell if she's blushing back due to the array of colors going on around us. It's a nice feeling of being this close to her, but it's making me nervous at the same time. Seeing her wonderful smile when I'm this close to her becomes etched in my mind. It makes my heart beat a little faster, and focusing on talking and breathing becomes a little more difficult. Hey, I'm I'm really happy we were able to spend the festival together. I am too. You want to know what makes me even happier? She looks over me with curiosity and excitement flashed on her face. Oh, do tell. Just, well, we go to the same school, same club together, hang out together, have interesting conversation with each other. Just everything, I guess. Looking at her eyes shows that she's the one the star keeps in the now. Closing her eyes, she has her arms around mine and rests her head upon my head. I can't help but wrap my free arm around her shoulder and carefully rest my head upon hers. It's better. This is better than any tingly feeling I've felt when we were at the club. By looking over slightly and get an up look at her genuine smile, which is absolutely beautiful. With us being this close together, knowing that I made the festival special for her, and our breathing slowly becoming in tandem, I speak gently to her, as I want her to know how I feel. Hey, princess. Yes, darling. Darling. It's one of my favorite feelings of all time. Your company times when instantly warms me up inside. Nothing in the past or future will ever feel like today. For the rest of the night, the fireworks continue to serve as a background noise instead of the main attraction. With each taken second that passed, I never once wanted this moment to end. Nothing else in the world seemed to matter anymore. Everything in that life has joined us. I want to face together with her. That's cute. That's cute. Uh, there it is. It's 3, 2. Is it 3, 2, 1? Yeah, because I know this. I think I know this going. Yeah. No, this is cute. I don't understand. Isn't there like only 8 chapters? Pretty sure. So this is actually the last chapter. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time, and I hope you have a good one. And goodbye.